Hello and welcome to Ben's Addiction. Today we are going to do a very comprehensive, productive and cost-saving project. This is my coupe, and the reason why I have a soft top A209 soft top on top of these is because finally I'm going to remove the soft top or canvas on this A209 and replace it with a brand new one that I bought recently. The reason why I'm replacing the fabric or canvas on my A209 CLK 500 is because the seam is split and using adhesive was not the best solution. So I have decided to go ahead and finally replace the canvas. In doing so, I'm going to do it as a DIY that's going to save me at least $2,000. So if you would like to do so, please follow me. I'm going to follow instructions from WIS instructions. Step by step doing so, I'm going to relax, take my time, follow instructions, and it's going to take me a day or two, like 8 hours of working. So relax, let's do it step by step. I will try to video it with the best equipment that I have. So please take your time if you would like to do so as well, and don't rush it, and just follow the instructions, and hopefully you will get a great result that is going to be worthwhile, and it's going to be a fun and great project for the next 20 years of this car, because you are only going to do it once. So let's do it properly once and forever. Now let me show you the texture and the difference between this original soft top and this soft top over here. So as you can see, the texture and the fabric and the way it's stitched is very similar to the original Mercedes Benz canvas. Also, I have made sure that one thing is much better than the original seam. So the manufacturer assured me that the seam on this new canvas is actually sewed and it's stitched from underneath. So it's both glued and stitched. So hopefully I'm not going to have the problem I had over here. So that one good point about the new canvas that I'm going to use. And honestly, I think this is a design issue over here. Okay, to begin with, I would like to give you some tips. First of all, please go ahead and buy the best brand you really can of the soft top, because if you don't do so, you will regret it. This is a big job. This will take a lot of time, and you're only going to do this once. So I'm pretty sure no one is going to order this from a Mercedes Benz dealer because it's going to cost a fortune. But I have heard that Robin brand is one of the best. Please note that I'm not sponsoring anyone, but I'm just advice, and I'm not sponsoring these, and I'm not sponsoring this brand. To be honest, I haven't bought the Robin brand either, but I have bought this from a manufacturer in USA, and the quality of this brand seems to be a very good one. I mean, from what I can see over here, it looks like a very good quality soft top to begin with. The second tip is that I'm going to connect my charger to my battery, because this is going to be a long project. I'm going to open and close the soft top a few times, and that might drain the battery. So I'm going to permanently connect my trickle charger to the battery and make sure that it stays charged all the time. The second point to mention is that this is the WIS Mercedes-Benz software instruction on how to remove and install back the soft top. This is a great instruction to follow, but unfortunately the photos and pictures are not the most clear ones. It's black and white, but it definitely helps you to follow and not get lost. So let's get started over here. So you need to use the outdoor double-sided ones, and this is high heat as well, but unfortunately it's not the best size in terms of width, so I'm going to cut it in two halves. Also, you need 4.2 millimeter rivets, at least like 30 of them to complete the job. You also need a rivet gun. If your soft top is not the most perfect around this edge, like the way you see over here, it's probably a good idea to go ahead and replace the soft top. So the first thing to do is start from this position with the compartment door open and the soft top open. So we are going to remove 8 T25 torque 25 screws from this strip over here. From over here, as you can see, make sure you don't lose any of these screws. If you lose any screws, you will lose some time. Also, please note that there is one on the very end underneath this rubber weather strip over here. So don't forget to undo that one. Okay, so I have removed the steel strip from here, as you can see, and this fabric is tucked over here underneath, and even the fabric from original Mercedes Benz fabric has this tail over here. So yeah, so we need to untuck this and go from there. So now that it's removed, we can go ahead and close the top, not fully, but start from there. So let's continue. Okay, here is what Wiz instruction wants. So I'm following the photos on my computer and following the text over here. That's page 7 to 9. So it says release soft top at front, lay soft top down in soft top compartment, remove bolts. So that was the 11 bolts we removed. Removed terminal strip, that's what we have done. Remove rubber seal number 3. This is rubber seal number 3. So let's do that. Okay, to remove the rubber seal, you need to gently pull it out from here. And that's what you need to do. That's so easy, right? And then it stops over here for some reason. So that's where Mercedes wants us to remove old soft top canvas on the left side and install new soft top canvas on the left side first, then perform same work on the right side. Next stage is unhook tension cable from roof peak. Okay, here is how you need to remove this from the side. There is this metal piece that goes underneath this rubber, and then you will see that there is the tension cable that you need to remove it from here like that. So it's now removed, and one side of the soft top, the first side, is actually out. Okay, when you remove this strip from this section over here, it tucks over here, and you need to remove it from the other way like that. So there is two sections of this rubber that comes out, and it's great to actually record this video of every single stage, because it's going to be a little confusing when you want to put it back. Okay, next we're going to cut the clip-on zipper and open zipper. We are now going to remove this clip from the zipper so we can unzip the soft top from one side at least. and then we will move to the next stage. Okay, it's also not difficult to remove these clips and hold it over here so you can reuse it later. And that's how you unzip this, but I'm pretty sure zipping it back would be a really pain. Okay, then we have another zipper over here. We're going to do the same thing for this side. After that, you've got another zipper here, so this is the third zipper that we are going to undo. And then after removing all these zippers, the three of them, you have a rivet over here. So you need to drill it out to undo this fabric strip over here. So for what we have done, open zipper, knock off the rivet, we have done remove fabric tape, and by fabric tape, and then we are going to cut the clip, open zipper, pull tension cable out of soft top. Pull tension cable out of soft top canvas and pull rubber seal out of the roof frame. Okay, this is what we need to pull out of the canvas, and it's not going to be easy because there's a lot of friction over here. Okay, gradually it's coming out. It's not difficult to pull out and remove things. It's usually more difficult to put it back. And as you can see, it's coming out. So actually this is what we need to put back in the new canvas. So we'll leave it there, but next is we're going to remove this rubber seal. Okay, this is basically how this plastic piece is gone underneath this metal steel over here. So just using a little force, I forced it out. It was a bit tough to remove, but now as you can see, it's coming out. Not very clean, but well, it's removing. It shouldn't be that difficult. Okay, basically how it is, this is how it comes out. There are three metal clips alongside this plastic, and you need to remove them and reuse them later on. We have another zipper to undo from here. That's going to be the fourth zipper. Okay, this is where you need to have a look at the other side of the equation, which is the new canvas. So you will see that there are few of these fabric tapes that needs to be removed. There is also these tension cords that you need to take off. So I think it's going to be a bit tricky to remove this side, and it's going to be even more trickier to put back together, but not a big problem. Okay, here is another fabric tape that needs to be taken off from here by removing that rivet. Okay, the rivet is out. Let's move on. Okay, underneath here we will have three more bolts to remove. Okay, so let's undo these three T25 screws, and then we will be able to release the bottom side of this canvas. Okay, pull the top canvas off the roof frame. We have done that. Remove first three bolts from retaining rail. We have done that. Loosen bolts from retaining rail. Yeah, that's what we have done. The center a few bolts, you need to loosen them. Lift retaining rail. I think we have done that. Pull out rubber seal. And then lift retaining rail. It's number 17. So let's have a look at the photos now. Okay, 17 is that plastic underneath the soft top or canvas. We have done that. Pull out rubber seal. We have done that. Fold soft top canvas up at sides. We have done that. And knock off rivets. Okay, let's knock off rivets. We have tucked the soft top away and I can see one rivet, second one, and third one. So 1, 2, and 3. Let's get rid of these rivets and we will be back. Okay, after removing the 3 rivets from down here, there is also this rivet that is connected to this cord, and I think we are going to remove that. Okay, knock off the rivets. We have done that. Detach fabric textile strap 19 with fabric strap 20. So here we are talking about these straps over here, 19 and 20. If we remove them, which I'm pretty sure I have done that, and then remove rear window, 34. Okay, around the rear window a lot is going on. So next I'm going to remove this number 8 hex nut from here, and then hopefully I'll get a better visibility of what's going on. Okay, so basically when we reach to this stage, the aim should be removing the glass, as you noticed on the notes of WIS. So what needs to be done is removal of these 8mm hex nuts from here, and then I have removed the inner roof fabric from underneath the aluminium rail, and then I have access to all these 8mm hex nuts to remove, and then I can remove the glass. So let's do that. Okay, one more point to mention: as you arrive to the rear glass area, you will notice that the WIS instructions are not very clear. So this strap over here, I have been looking to see where it goes, and it apparently comes to this bolt underneath here. So you have to loosen that bolt and remove that bolt in order to remove this tape over here. And then every single bolt I have taken from the frame, as you can see, and still the glass doesn't want to come off. Okay, we are over here, and so the glass and the frame and this water pocket over here, they're a bit sticky. So as you come over here, you undo these bolts. You have to use a little plastic prying tool to gradually separate the glass from this water pocket, which is leather type, and it's a bit sticky. So the best way to do this is having another person to hold the glass and not to risk it. So make sure you do this safely and carefully, not to damage your rear glass. Okay, when you remove the glass from the frame, it will look like something like this. So we still have this sticky water pocket material, and then you have a little rivets to remove, and then it seems like we are 99% done from the removal. Let me show you how the glass looks like from the back. That makes the removal of the glass much easier. Okay, this is how the glass looks like from the back. As I told you, these are all the studs that has a frame over the window. Also, there are 2 terminals over here for the heated rear window that you need to remove the terminal from them, and then underneath there is no studs, and on the around, so basically you need to remove 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17 8mm nuts from around the glass to remove the glass. And then, as I said earlier, to remove the glass you need to gradually work it out, because this water pocket is a bit sticky. Okay, let me pause for a moment and show you what I have done. I think I have done a good job. It's about 2 hours now into filming and taking parts from this roof. And I'm pretty sure I'm just like 80% done in terms of removing the old fabric from the top. So we planned to remove the soft top from the front and only left hand side of the top, so we can have the right hand side as our model to see how it goes. This is super important. I think you might have a look and see, okay, this is not complicated, I don't need to keep the right hand side. It's up to you, but at this moment that I have taken apart most of these water pocket area, I would definitely say yes, I need that side to have a look, because the instructions on that WIS is not very clear. The photos are not very clear. It gives you something like 10-20%, but it's not 100%. So I highly suggest you to keep the right hand side, and then you will have this video as well, so you can have a look at this and you will get a general idea of what to do. But some of these removing and putting back is common sense too, but it gets tricky, it gets complicated, and it's not easy. So I have decided to start from the rear of the top and just install everything back, the reverse of what I did. The first rivet is you need to take that off, and then 3 bands. First one is this one, there is an elastic one, and there is the other one that goes underneath here. It's now next the time for this elastic tape to go underneath this plastic rivet, and from the other side it's the other elastic band goes underneath it, so as you can see over here. Okay, now the elastic tape that comes from here, it goes down into the frame, and as you remember, this plastic piece over here, it should come from top over here, and it gets installed down here. So it's a little tricky, this one, but if you keep the other side, you can cheat and exactly mimic what we have on the other side. Okay, I have done most of the tapings and strappings and things like that, and there are only 2 of them left now. So this one and this one, they're both fabric typed, and this one is vinyl typed. But I realized the long fabric tape that should be around 32 centimeter was only 25 centimeter. So I measured my old tape on the old top, and I'm adding an addition of 70 mil to the length of the new one, because there was no way I could fit this on. So both of these ones, the long strap and this short strap, they get riveted to that section over there. And then pretty much what will be left is only using seals, double-sided tape on this surface alongside, and then a bit more over here, and then we glue that on, and we do the same thing on the other hand side. We really should make sure that we use that double-sided tape in order to be able to waterproof the rear glass. And then we will be good to put the glass back and continue our way to the front. My only concern is when I do the rear section, will I be able to zip all these back? I mean, they should align perfectly well to be zipped back, but hopefully that will happen. All right, it's about 3-4 hours for me to figure out how to do only one section of the rear of the water bag. So don't think it as a very easy project. It's going to have its own challenges if you have a video. I didn't even have a video, so hopefully your job would be much easier. And the last part is, of course, attaching this plastic piece to this cable over here, and then on the other side there is a spring that gets riveted to this hole over here. Okay, just like that. As you can see, it's shaping up. Okay, so what we have done so far, what I did over here, I used my rivet gun to tighten this fabric end to the plastic, because on the original one it was kind of stapled. I don't have that kind of staple, so I actually riveted it. So everything on this side looks the way it should be, hopefully, finger crossed. And at the end, all you need to do is screw these 3 screws and put the plastic underneath this metal frame over here. So now on the left hand side you almost can see the finished product. All that is left is glue the double-sided tape to here, and this side is almost complete on the rear. One thing to mention, and it's super important, is sealing on this rear window. This is the back of the rear window, and there is a layer of double-sided tape used on this alongside the edge, but on the below there is this nice weather strip, so there is no need to use anything on the below, but you need to first clean up all these old ones and put the new one exactly the same as it is. You need to buy 10mm or 12mm double-sided strip of tape and apply it. One more tricky part is cleaning the old adhesive and double-sided tape from around the window. I used this little brush, the rotary tool, which is a very fine brush, and it was a big mess, as you can see, but it came out pretty clean. So cleaning and removing that adhesive tape is almost like an hour and a half of a job, and that should be done properly so you can have your double-sided tape to stick properly as well. I cannot finish this project this week. Unfortunately, I'm getting busy with work, so I will spend an hour each night and I'll video that, and you will have part 2 for this video, and hopefully I'll finish everything in part 2 and I'll show you all the tips and tricks, and I will show you the final product. So make sure you subscribe if you haven't done so, and make sure you take your time if you want to do this project, and make sure you don't miss anything on the second part. Thanks so much for watching this long video. There was no way for me to make it any shorter, because shorter means less details, and shorter means that this job is an easy job, but it's definitely not an easy job, and it's definitely not a quick job. Thanks so much for watching, liking, subscribing. Have a great day.